What's going on, y'all? This is BoxingWave. Amir Khan put on an excellent performance against Devon Alexander. I mean, I knew he was going to win, but not like that, man. This guy shut Devon Alexander out completely, okay? There was no signs that Amir Khan has lost a step when it comes to his speed. His hand speed is like unmatched in boxing today. There's no one with faster hands than this guy. I'm sorry, you know. Even Manny Pacquiao just doesn't seem like he's anywhere near as fast as Amir Khan when it comes to hand speed. Amir Khan is extremely fast, man. And he's improving, man. He's improving. I'm very impressed with him right now. Okay? He did what he had to do. Devon just couldn't, you know, he was just a second too slow every time. And Khan was just beating him to the punch, even countering Devon at times. Just totally outboxed a good boxer. So I'm very impressed with Khan, you know. And Khan, you know, once again, you know, I remember once upon a time when Khan was coming up and he was undefeated, and up until he fought Prescott, you know, that was one of those guys that was like, man, you know, I want to see this guy fight Mayweather. I'm not gonna lie. I actually did a video last year, kind of defending the Khan Mayweather fight. I did one last year. So not too many people liked that video because, you know, Amir Khan at the time was coming off of a win against Julio Diaz, a win that he didn't look too impressive in. You know, and a couple fights before that, he had got knocked out by Danny Garcia. So I understand back then, it made sense for people not to like a video of me talking about the Khan Mayweather fight is not such a bad idea, because stylistically, I think Khan will be a good fight for Floyd. You know, I think he brings something to the table that a lot of people don't have, and that hand speed is very fast. But now it would be even a harder fight for Floyd because Khan defensively is improving. Okay, he's not staying in the pocket for too long. He's not throwing 6-7 punch combinations. Okay, I still think he still stays in there a little too long. When he's winning the fight, I do think he still gets a little too comfortable. Okay, because there was some points where he got a little too cocky and he was doing these little combinations, and he was like, all right, now he's just trying to show off. Okay, Devon Alexander obviously didn't take advantage of it, but I still think Khan is hittable. Okay, he's doing better, but I still think he's hittable. Another thing is these two guys he fought this year, Devon Alexander and Luis Collazo, are both southpaws. Two fighters that Khan has had great success against in his career. I still believe that if he were to fight a right-handed fighter with a strong, powerful left hook, okay, he still would get dropped. I still believe that Khan can definitely possibly get knocked out. Until he gets knocked out in a fight, you're not going to win any rounds against that guy. Amir Khan is very hard, very tough to win rounds against. Okay, very tough to win rounds against. Very, very hard. There's not too many fighters at the welterweight division that I see could win, especially early on, you know, early rounds against Amir Khan. Amir Khan is just, the volume is on point, the speed is on point, the precision is on point. Okay, and I'm going to talk about that in a separate video. I'm going to do another video when I'm going to discuss the welterweights as is, the current champions and the current top contenders. I'm going to discuss all of these guys and where I think everyone stands. But I still think Khan's most dangerous fights, I see him say he won a Danny Garcia rematch. Still thinks that's a very dangerous fight because he can beat Danny Garcia up until Danny Garcia lands his best punch, which is the left hook. Keith Thurman's another guy. You got to watch out for that hook. You know, Keith Thurman has a strong, very strong left hook. Okay, that's another fighter that I feel would be very dangerous for Khan. Okay, he's not like these southpaw fighters. I think he could beat them all. I think he could really honestly beat them all. But when it comes to, well, Pacquiao, I don't know about Pacquiao, but when it comes to like these guys with power in both hands and got a good left hook and they're right-handed fighters, I'm not too sure. Okay, Khan had a great year because he fought two very good southpaws. But I don't know, you know, he goes in with Garcia or Thurman. I really don't know, man. I can't call those. All right, those will be different fights. I mean, even Julio Diaz was able to drop him, all right? And that was a fight right before the Louis Collazo fight. So anyway, I love the fight though, man. I think that was a great performance. One of the better performances of the year to me, in my opinion, okay? To shut out Devon Alexander. I think he beat Alexander a lot better than both Tim Bradley and Sean Porter did, in my opinion, because he outboxed him. He didn't out-wrestle him or anything like that. He straight out-pointed Devon Alexander 12 rounds. That was one of the best performances I've seen this year. I'm probably going to watch the fight again. I've seen the fight once. Well, I want to watch the fight again because I was that entertained by it, you know. As far as Devon Alexander is still a contender. I think he's still always going to be a contender. I don't think he's going to just be a gatekeeper. He could be just a gatekeeper, but he's a guy that, depending on who he fights, he still could win a title in the future. So I hope he holds his head. You know, I hope he still gets it together. You know, I'm not the biggest Devon Alexander guy, fan of his style, but I like him as a. I think, you know, I like him as a fighter. I think he's a good guy, and I would like him to bounce back from it. You know, I'm not a big fan of his, but you know, I still think he can beat a lot of welterweights. Okay, there's still Guerrero out there. He's still out there. There's still Andre Berto. There's still a lot of good, you know, Louis Collazo. There's guys that's coming off losses. There's still guys out there to fight with at welterweight. All right. So anyway, check out my welterweight video that I'm gonna do coming up, and I will finally make a video speaking about this Mayweather Pacquiao stuff. I'm gonna do that as well. All right. I might do I'll probably do both of those tomorrow because I did a lot of videos today. So just be on the lookout for more videos and make sure you subscribe to BoxingWave. Peace.